What's up guys, and welcome back. Now this is a 2015 Chrysler 300C 3.6. Today we're going to find out if it's as bad as everyone says it is, or if they're just fussy and they're trying to be stupid. Let's go. Now, I've watched many reviews on these Chrysler 300Cs, and you might have too. And in all of those reviews, they say this is a pretty crappy car. But I don't really agree with that. I think it's quite a nice car. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst either. Although I have to admit, the materials on the interior are not of the best quality. The wood does feel a lot like plastic actually, and the leathers, they aren't the best. But what can you expect? This car is a lot cheaper than other cars. Well, I say cheaper, less expensive than other cars. Now, this Chrysler 300C has the 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine, and it is a nice engine. It's smooth, it's quiet, it's not that slow either, it's quite powerful. It makes 210 kilowatt or 282 horsepower and 352 newton meters of torque. Now that's not bad. It propels the car from 0 to 100 in 7.5 seconds, and the top speed is 240 kilometers per hour. Comparing that to a Mercedes-Benz E250, not the 350, because the 350 will destroy this thing, but the 250 also kind of destroys this thing, if I'm honest. But it's not bad. You pulling out of traffic, it's got enough power to get you where you want to go. On the open road, you do feel the car's size. It has a lot of body roll because it is a big car and it is heavy. It doesn't disguise that weight at all. It doesn't even try to. It's like, I'm fat, what you gonna do about it? Love me for what I am. You know? It's got attitude. The ride on this thing is very nice and smooth, especially because it's got low profile wheels. That means the rims inside the wheels are big and the tire tread is low. It is comfortable. It's smooth, it's soft. It rides over bumps really well, better than I thought actually. It's a comfortable car to drive every day. Now, this Chrysler 300C brand new, it costs about 650,000 Rand. Now that is a lot of money, let's be honest. But comparing it again to a Mercedes-Benz E250, it's 70,000 Rand less than an E250. And the E250 is a base car. You buy it and then extras are on top of it. This car, I've got to say, is very well equipped. It comes with, get ready for it, keyless go, keyless entry, heated seats, cooled seats, heated steering wheel, Bluetooth audio. It's got an aux, it's got a USB. It's got a lot of extras. It's got reverse camera as standard, it's got PDC as standard, it's got rear heated seats as well and a rear sunshade. Try to get those all on a Mercedes-Benz and see what the price looks like then. But the thing that I really like about this car is it really stands out. It really gives you presence. You can really see that this is something special. It is big, but that bigness really makes it stand out. It's a good looking car in my opinion. I love the big bulges. It's a good looking car. That redesigned front end looks very good in my opinion with those nice LEDs and that big chrome grille. But now again, it was already refreshed, so the newer grille looks a bit different, but this one looks good nonetheless. It doesn't look outdated at all. Discussing the interior of this car, we said the materials, they don't feel the best, but let's get over that. Personally, I like it. I think it looks very nice. It's laid out well, the screen is nice and big. The touchscreen is actually very nice and responsive on this car. It's not laggy at all. The touchscreen, it's nice to use, you know, it doesn't frustrate you. It's good. You don't want to stick a knife through it like you do Jaguars. So that's good. Another thing that really stands out is the speedometer and a lot of the lights inside the car. At night, it's a nice hue of a blue color. It looks a bit like nitrous blue, and you can adjust the brightness of it, so it's really beautiful. That color is absolutely stunning. Now this car has steering mounted pedals and it's an 8-speed gearbox. It is a bit laggy, but it works okay. The thing about the steering wheel that I don't like is it doesn't feel the most user-friendly. The buttons on it are laid out in an extremely stupid way. There's even buttons on the back to control the volume and stuff, which is stupid, should have just redesigned it better. But again, in the newer specs, it was redesigned, so I hope it is better. Let's discuss a few of the things that I don't really like about this car. Okay, the first thing I don't like is the PDC. Now luckily I don't really use PDC that much because I don't need it, but it is dangerous to use it basically because it doesn't show you on the screen for the front PDC. It's in the screen by your speedometer, and that small screen, it shows you there. But the refresh rate is terrible. It doesn't really pick up how far away you are from objects. It takes a while to figure that out, and by the time it figures that out, you've already driven through it. You already died, the airbags came out, and your life's over. So PDC is pretty terrible. The Bluetooth audio on this car works okay. It's quite frustrating because it connects your phone, then it disconnects it, then it connects it, then it says it's too slow. It's frustrating. It works fair. I don't really like that, to be honest. The driving position in this car, like the way the seat is and the way the steering is and everything, it's not the best. It feels kind of weird. You feel, I don't know, too far back, too far low. It's weird. It's not the most comfortable, and I've tried moving the seat in many different directions, but it didn't really help me. Speaking about that, the next thing that's quite stupid kind of goes together with that seating position. You've got the brake pedal in the middle, and then you've got the accelerator on the right. What the heck is going on here? So many cars, people do not know how to control the traffic. You stupid fools. Okay, now, as I was saying, the brake pedal's in the middle and the accelerator pedal's on the right. But the brake pedal is further towards you than the accelerator is. So now you've already adjusted your seat in the most comfortable position you can, and then you push the brake, feels good. Then you go and push the accelerator and it's very far away. That is not a nice thing. They should have put them, in line, so it feels normal, I guess. The rear seating in this car is pretty good. I've sat there for a while. The legroom is good, the headroom is good, it's comfortable. You've got heated seats, you've got rear sunshades. It's a nice place to be, it's not bad. The trunk of this car is pretty big, I've got to say that, it's pretty big. But another thing that's quite stupid is the opening for it is quite narrow. Like from top to bottom, it isn't the biggest opening. So even though the trunk is huge itself, the opening is quite narrow. So if you had to fit like maybe a huge suitcase or maybe one fat person's body, you'd struggle a bit, I think. So murder a thinner person, I guess, if you have to. Now, what would I give the 2015 Chrysler 300C 3.6 liter out of 10? I like the car, I'm gonna be honest. I do like it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. I think I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. It drives pretty well. It's a bit heavy, it's a bit big, it doesn't disguise the weight at all. But it's not bad. It's not as bad as other car manufacturers say. Now, what advice I would give you is don't buy it new. Don't. Because new, it's 650,000 Rand. This is a 2015 with 24,000 kilos on it. And you can get this for about 360,000 Rand, which is almost half of that. And it's 2 years old. And it's got low mileage. And you've got all your maintenance plan, service plan, everything. So I'd say that. Don't buy a brand new one. Buy a slightly used one and save a lot of money. And it's pretty much the same thing if I'm honest. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. And please stay tuned for more.